That's not true. That's not true.
That is actively true. Look at the toothbrush. Look at the toothbrush.
That toothbrush. What the fuck are you talking
Yeah,
about?
the toothbrush. The toothbrush
Yeah.
of truth.
Hey everybody, welcome back. This is Infinite Nonsense. My name is George C. and I'm the host today. I'm joined by Somebunny and Rabbit Hat Plays, where we talk about nonsense infinitely. And the way we work is we each have, or not each, but whoever the host is, we have a topic to talk about, and the host gets to give out points to the people that I don't know add the topic. I don't understand.
I
Anyway,
don't know if we're doing points anymore because the points were made up. No one wanted to compete for them. I think just from this point on, we're gonna go around the table. It'll be George, me, then some. How about
I
that? How does that
competed
work?
fair and square. As much as I didn't want to win, I didn't try to lose.
that's not true. That's not true.
That
But
is
George was
true. Look
actively
at the
trying to
toothbrush.
lose.
Look at the toothbrush.
That is true. That is true. Toothbrush. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, the toothbrush. The toothbrush
Yeah.
of truth.
The
The
toothbrush. The toothbrush told you that I was not trying to lose.
The toothbrush of truth. Okay.
The toothbrush. Yeah.
Yes.
I got a question for y'all. Do y'all flush the toilet with the seat closed or open?
Closed
Closed.
is technically more sanitary.
Okay. All right. Y'all smart. Good.
It's not even technically. It's just straight up.
It straight up is more sanitary.
Yeah, it is.
It's not technically at all. No, but anyway, yeah, so I'm in charge of the topic of the day, and I'm gonna be completely honest, I completely forgot about the topic till about yesterday. But yeah, no, before we get to the topic that I'm gonna make up in the next 5 minutes, let's
We
talk
are not
about each other's
professionals.
weeks. Rabbit, how has your week been?
My week has been very nice. I have come off of doing a mega con thing. I was at that con on Thursday, and Friday. I got a 4-day pass. I didn't go on Saturday or Sunday because I was
Cringe.
really tired. I
Cringe.
was really tired.
Cringe.
I was catching up with
Ooh.
what I was missing, on YouTube and such because
Uh-huh.
that's all those panels tend to be. Unless you want to be very interactive with it. I didn't really do any cosplay, so there wasn't a big incentive for me to go by myself every time. It was basically just going to the mall for 4 days. So yeah.
So wait a minute, you went to the con, but you ended up just going once and then going to the mall the rest of the days?
No. The con was like going to a mall, is what I was saying.
Oh, okay. My bad.
Because
Okay.
the first day I got inundated with all the retail stuff that was there because like this was the first major convention that I've ever been to. And there was some really cool things. I mean, I got some really awesome things. There was there's these crystal Pokeballs that had like a little Pokemon on the inside, and it's like it was 3D printed or something. And it has a base station that lights up and changes different colors and what have you, and it looks really cool. I got 4 of those. 2 from one stall, 2 from another stall. One of the 2 stalls is bases for those things way better than the other. Just straight up way better than the other. So I'm a little disappointed I don't have all 4 of the good bases, but neither here nor there. I got a couple of posters. Ooh, I ended up seeing the voice actor for Master Chief, and he said that he liked my hat, and so I replied that I liked his hat because I do. I like those kind of Irish hats that what the newspaper boy hats.
It
Trying to
would have
remember
been
what they were
better if he
called.
wasn't
The
wearing a hat.
newspaper boy.
Yeah. But I ended up getting a U2's figurine that was sitting on his table and had it signed. I did the same with Sayu, as well as the voice actor for Alistair. For
Nice.
I was gonna say Hell of a Boss, but that's not. That's the wrong show. Right, developers. It was
Kitchen Nightmares.
Has Been Hotel. Thank you for reminding me of that, Judge.
Yeah.
Kitchen
Yeah.
Nightmares
Gotcha, buddy.
actually put me to it.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Gordon Ramsay reminds me of Has Been Hotel. Absolutely. funny.
And then on the second day, I went to a lot of the little convention panels or what have you. One of them apparently was hosted by Dream, and what he was getting up to when it comes to making new content. So the big thing
He
that
still
he's
exists?
doing, yeah, he still exists.
I
And
genuinely did not know, since I have heard nothing of him
well, that's because he's been
since.
working on this big project. So you know how VR has like base stations that go onto the top of the room to track where you are while you're wearing all the gear?
That's what fell! My base station!
Well, what he's been doing is he's been creating something similar to the base stations, but with webcams all around the room, and you don't have to wear like all that gear to have it track where you are or what you're doing, and
Okay.
you can play with on the screen. And it's basically he's been trying to make a virtual reality set for Minecraft for his future content. That's ultimately what it was. And it's like, oh, that's really cool concept. And it's still kind of in the early stages. I got to see it kind of work, but technical difficulties for early stage stuff is still a thing.
I like the
So
VR Minecraft we already have.
that's fair. That's fair. Um, but I thought that was kind of interesting. I went to a panel that Mel Gibson was a part of, uh, where he ended up meeting up with Danny Glover from
Wait.
basically meet back
Like
up.
Donald Glover? Donald
Are we
Glover or
talking
Danny Glover?
Childish
Donald?
Gambino or the dad? I don't remember if
Yeah, I
the
was about to
dad's still
say.
alive.
Talking about Lethal Company.
Okay.
Not Company. What was it called? Lethal Weapon.
Okay, you're talking about the dad. Okay.
Yeah, the dad. Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Which
yeah,
is
yeah,
Donald.
yeah.
Lethal
Donald.
Company, Brody. What?
Look,
Yeah.
the word lethal came in my brain, and then the next word that
Or
came
wait,
after
I
was
forget.
company. What's Sam?
No, don't worry about it.
All right.
Googling something.
Well, after while I was leaving for the second day, I ended up getting a couple of blunt swords.
Okay, no, it is Danny. It is Danny. Danny is the dad. Donald is the son. Okay.
Okay,
I couldn't remember which was which. Sorry.
oh, that's all good.
I get their names mixed up.
But the swords that I got on the first day I saw them, I was like, oh, that'd be really cool to have. $200 per sword. Nah, I can't afford that. But when I was leaving on the second day, the showroom prices for them got them in total for both swords, $135.
Good shit.
Yeah,
Check out that rabbit getting a good deal.
I'm really happy about that.
He's so
But
much more money conscious than me.
you say, but now I'm in a money recovery phase after that weekend. Just
Man,
not only
I
did I
have
do
been
all that spending, but I had to buy another base station to replace one for VR.
I've been in money recovery since December, rabbit.
I'm so
And I
sorry.
still will be in 3 months.
I'm so sorry, Sam.
I just want my fucking plushie.
Wait, what plushie?
What? You
What
know what
plushie
plushie.
did you want?
I didn't buy it. I can't buy it. I can't afford it because I'm in money recovery.
Are you talking about that life-size Gardevoir plushie?
Yeah. Yeah.
I was just guessing. I didn't actually think that was it.
Yeah. I want it. I can't afford it. I want
it. You'll get there someday.
Yeah, but it won't be available then.
I'd be surprised if it's still available now, in all honesty.
It was last I checked as pre-orders in America. The Japanese one sold out instantly, pretty much.
Yeah,
But
it's to be
we still have
expected.
the official American pre-order, as far as I'm aware,
All right.
at the
Okay.
time of
All right.
recording. And by
At the
that I
time
mean
of
3 days ago.
3 days ago.
4 days ago? 3 days ago? I don't know. Time is weird.
So how's your week been? Speaking of time,
Been suffering. I
so-
can't afford my plushie.
What plushie is it?
the Gardevoir life-sized plushie.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. I was gonna get it for you, but I'm not getting you a life-size Gardevoir plushie.
He's not gonna pay $500 for me, dude's.
Fuck out of here. Why is it $500?
Because it's a life-size plushie.
Why would anyone want a life-size plushie of a Gardevoir?
Okay,
you did not just.
you don't want
ask
the answer to that. You don't want the answer to that.
Oh wait,
No,
my
don't get me
bad.
wrong. It's not why I want it.
Wait a
However,
minute. Hold on.
hold on. Here, hold on. You know what?
Pause.
Let me go
Hold
through
on.
my DMs real quick and find something.
Wait.
I'm going to send you something here, George.
Has
And
George
let's
just
just-
realized what Gardevoir is?
I knew what it was. It's just it didn't. I'm also partially sick and a little tired, but it finally clicked, and I'm like, oh, that's yeah.
How far back is it? Did I scroll past it?
Bunch of sickos in this world. I swear to God, dude.
Yeah, no.
Everyone, the next one that's gonna be a very worrisome life-size plush to appear is gonna be a Bunny.
Anyway, here, you guys can enjoy this. We can all access the.
You know what's really funny is that Christy's like sitting in the living room. She can see me from the living room. And then when I talked about the Gardevoir plush, she texted me saying, I can think of a reason.
Yeah.
God damn it. So fucking done. So fucking done.
Anyway,
And we all think that I'm the innocent one around here.
you are.
Actually,
it's George
no,
that's the innocent
no.
one here.
No, we got to keep up the bit. We got to keep up the bit. Rabbit's the most innocent one.
He is, obviously. Like, there is no
obviously,
doubt
buddy,
that Rabbit
yeah.
is the innocent one here.
100%.
Of course,
100%.
right.
I mean, just because George doesn't jump to it immediately doesn't mean he's not innocent, or it means he's innocent.
That's exactly.
It just
what
means he
means.
chooses to see the world in a better light than he should.
Innocently, yes.
No, that doesn't mean innocently. It means he yearns for a place where it's not as dreary as it is. That is not innocence, that is naivety.
There's a difference?
Yeah.
I refuse.
God damn it.
I
Anyway,
refuse.
yeah, no, I really want that plushie because Gardevoir was always like one of my favorite Pokemons as a kid.
Fair.
She
and
was,
I kind
she was
of
Gen 2, right?
4.
3. What?
4? No,
Wait.
what was?
I thought it was 3. I thought it
What
was
gen
3.
is 3?
That's Emerald,
Was she Gen
Sapphire, and that's
she's
Sapphire, Ruby.
Ruby and
yeah,
Sapphire.
because Ralts is in there. Because you
Yeah.
fucking fight
Right,
Wally's bitch ass.
Right,
Ralts is
3.
yeah.
I think I'm associating with Gallade.
You genuinely had me confused there for a moment because I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, no. Yeah, my bad.
Yeah, Gen 3.
Look,
I have
there
I
are
have used
quite a
her in
few
every
that
game
I
I've
get
played just
confused
because, well, it was my favorite Pokemon as a kid. I thought Ralts was really, really cute.
I hated
I
Wally.
agree.
Like, Ralts was the reason I like Gardevoir. Not for
Okay. That
whatever
makes
that degenerate shit is.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I'm with
Gotcha.
some on that one. That was I really liked the design of routes when I first saw them, and so I even went so far as to trying to find the routes on Route 3, which was the
Yeah.
rare chance,
So did I.
just off the bat when
Mhm.
I first got the game.
Exactly. I was like, he caught a rare Pokemon there. I'm gonna try to catch it too, and then I spent way too long there.
Yep. And because it's so early on trying to capture the rare Pokemon, you kind of get overly attached to that achievement. And then later on, the unfortunate degenerates out there.
Yeah, it's very similar to Vaporeon being your favorite Pokemon now. You just
Okay.
can't say it.
Yeah,
You just can't
say
say it's your
that.
favorite.
You can't say that.
Unfortunately, Lopunny from the get-go was
Yeah,
Lopunny.
Lopunny. Actually, no, that's fortunately.
What?
Fortunately, you can't
Hold
say
on.
it's your favorite off the get-go.
Yeah, because that means there was
Oh.
no time frame in which you weren't a degenerate for liking Lopunny.
That's a good point.
The hell's wrong
Anyway,
with the world?
but yeah, no, that has been my goal for the next while, is trying to get enough money to purchase that thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's see. All right, so that's y'all's week. Okay, good, good, good. My week, if anyone cares, has
No,
been pretty good. Yeah, I figured. Christy's been
he's
hanging
still gonna
out.
tell us anyway.
We were hanging out for Valentine's week or whatever. All that good stuff. Dating this video. Fuck you, rabbit. Um,
Yeah, dating it after the last episode
I mean,
of
I thought it was supposed to be my date. The fuck?
shut the fuck.
Is she doubling up on? Is a video doubling up on dates? What the fuck?
Yep, totally.
So did you watch the end of the Valentine's video?
I,
I literally highlighted you saying like, if anyone's watching this on Valentine's Day, please call me. I'm lonely.
I did not watch it.
I zoomed in on at the very end and it's just focusing you and you're saying that. And that's how the video went.
Oh,
I was
that's
so
wonderful.
tempted. I was so tempted to call it SOS. Some needs a date, but I didn't. I didn't.
Aw,
just-
damn it! That would have been fun.
It would have been, but it's like I think it's like what did he say? Infinite Valentines or something like that.
Yeah, Infinite
no.
Valentines. I mean,
There
I
you
can
go.
always go in and change it back. With
If you want to, if you want to. I didn't want to do it because I was gonna ask you soon, but I never got around to it.
Oh, I don't
And
give a shit. Make fun of
yeah.
me. Poke fun
I'm
at
not
me.
gonna do. I
Bully
consider
me.
you my friend. So I'm not doing that.
I mean, I'm into it. Do it.
Stop. Okay.
Yeah. There's no winning here.
I take it back. We're not friends. Leave me alone.
Even hotter.
What the fuck?
Dude said, I'm not gonna bully you, proceeds to bully me and doesn't expect me to be into it. What the hell?
Some's got like a bully fetish or some shit. A bully kink.
Yeah.
Anyway. Okay. I mean, that's pretty much been my week. Me and Chrissy's just been hanging out. She's actually here. I asked her to come in and say hi, but she doesn't want to because she's shy.
Good.
So that's funny. Good. But no, yeah. So we've just been doing that. We saw Captain America, the new one, Brave New World.
How
I'm proud
was
of you.
that?
Friday.
Terrible. I'm
Um,
sure.
she liked it. I wasn't much in. Without spoiling it, there's just a lot of things about it that just felt off for me. But one thing I can say without spoiling it is the fight scenes. I don't know what it is, and I think I talked to Jug and Pat about this yesterday. Um, I don't know. To me, like the fight scenes didn't feel as like whenever Captain America threw a punch, and I know he doesn't have the serum, right? We all know he doesn't.
Right.
But it felt as though he would punch something or someone, and it was if though that the people. I guess a better way to put it is that the stunt people weren't reacting as efficiently to or as effectively to his punches. It felt as though that he was punching them, and you could tell that a half second late reaction, they would fall back. I don't know what it was.
So the choreography was horrible.
Okay, that's actually the best way to put it, Rabbit. I'm sorry, I'm
Nice.
stupid. That's the best way to put it. But like, it just felt like they didn't put a lot of effort into the fight scenes. Like, it just felt like they were just going through the motions. Like, it's not a real fight. It just felt like what it is, like a scripted, poorly choreographed fight. And I don't know. Again, maybe they were trying to go into that idea that he doesn't have the serum, right, and it's like a normal person punching somebody. But like, if someone really got punched, like just decked right into the face, they would have a reaction to it. They wouldn't just sit there and go poof and then fall back.
Yeah, look
You
at
know?
kung fu movies. Come on.
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. But I don't know. To me, that just kind of didn't vibe well with me. And the story itself was very. I know they had a lot of reshoots. There's a lot of things all over the place. I will say though, if there is going to be a lot of callbacks to the Falcon and Winter Soldier series that happened like a while back on Disney Plus. So if you didn't watch
Uh-oh.
that, I recommend. Oh, you good?
Power flickered.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
All right, monitor's
Okay.
back up. I'm fine. It seems I'm good. Good thing for battery backups.
Can I just
Yeah,
say in this brief interim, I feel bad for saying good that she wasn't gonna say hi. I feel guilty
Why?
over saying that because
No,
it
no,
felt
dude.
mean.
No, don't feel bad, dude. She could take a joke. She's a good sport.
Yeah, sometimes people can't, or because I don't know
No,
her that well.
no. Christy knows of you guys. She knows you guys are cool people because of what
Cringe.
I've said.
Cringe.
All I'm saying is that, babe, all he said was when I said that you were too shy to come up and say hi. He
He
said,
now
"Good."
has to
That's all.
explain it to her. He
Yeah.
now
See,
has to explain
Christy
it.
laughed at it. Christy laughed at it. She didn't
She
care
has to fucking explain it.
because she didn't hear you say anything. Soon, I'm on my headphones.
It can still make me feel guilty.
You don't feel Brody. I promise you, she is like
Cringe ass.
she does not take any jokes
You're a
like
cringe
as
ass.
face value. She doesn't. She doesn't. She can take a joke.
Good.
So you're good. You're fine. Relax. Anyway, back to Captain America.
Fine. I just wanted to take that interim to say it because it was bothering me. Anyway,
Yeah, fuck you, Sue. Anyway,
fuck you too. Anyway, Rabbit's now officially back after.
Yeah, I'm back after the whole power outage.
yeah.
I think it's getting ready to rain over here. I don't know what's
Yeah,
caused
I
me to
think the
think
rain's
that.
finally passed me, which is nice.
Some sending me the rain.
Yeah, I
Hooray.
mean,
Anyway,
yeah.
but yeah, no. If you want, if there's gonna be a lot of plot points from the Falcon and Winter Soldier series that are gonna mesh into the movie. So if you haven't seen it and you want to see this movie, you really actually need to see that show to get a lot of
This
what's
is
going
why I
on in that
hate
movie.
the MCU now.
No, yeah, and I remember I was talking about that, right, Zoom? And it's funny because I actually thought about that conversation we had in one of our other podcasts that have yet to be released, but well, or will be released by the time this comes out. But yeah,
I
it was
swear it was
exactly
already
that
out by
though.
now.
It was well, it's coming out, I think. But anyway, it was actually exactly what you talked about, right? Like they brought back characters from the show to the movie. So if you didn't watch the show, you're gonna be like, "Who the heck is this dude? Who the heck's this
Mm-hmm.
motherfucker?" It's like what the like. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't watch that show just because at the time when that came out, people were still, I guess, kind of like stiffed on Sam Wilson taking over as Cap because everyone I remember
Well,
at the time wanted to be Bucky to take the shield, but
well,
they
it's
gave it to Sam
also
Wilson instead.
Endgame had occurred, and
Mhm.
everything after Endgame just kind of felt off for like a little while. And yeah, Winter Soldier and Falcon and Winter Soldier series was part of the feeling off after Endgame.
Yeah.
That people are burnt out on Marvel. Endgame seemed to have been like, well, that was the end of Marvel.
Post Endgame, it feels like they're producing it like it's a TV, like the entire Marvel Cinematic Universe is a singular TV show on old Disney Channel, where they would do like, oh, there's been a season, and then we have an end of season movie.
Yeah, I
So you
mean,
have to know everything about the season to understand the movie, but the movie is what some people are just going to watch because it's got the names on it.
isn't
And
that
it's
treating it very much like the comic books treat the entire IP?
they at least indicate fucking callbacks.
Well, yeah. And so it's like if you want to understand the reference to that callback, go read that issue.
Yeah.
Just like
Still
with the
pisses me
movie.
off.
Oh, you want to know who that person is? Go back to that issue, and you're not
Yeah.
gonna have subtitles
But
going.
but
Remember
it's
this?
not
First
okay.
appeared in this movie.
You are absolutely correct that they are treating it more like a comic book, but that's kind of the problem here. They're
Yeah.
not comic books.
Agreed. I will say I am looking forward to the new Fantastic Four one because
Fantastic Four is great.
it looks like that they're going to be doing it as a standalone a
Yeah.
little bit, kind of like a return to form, which I do appreciate. However, this is coming from a moment that I've only seen one trailer and it hasn't come out yet. So this is all speculation. I
Can I
really
just
hope
say,
it's true though.
every Fantastic Four movie that has come out that has been live action, I have adored. Because for some reason, I just really like the Fantastic Four. I have no knowledge of them, but the movies are very fun.
That's fair.
They
Of the ones that I've watched, only the Fan Four Stick one is the one I was kind of, this is.
Fan Four Stick, right?
Fan.
Okay. I was like, what the hell is he
I know.
talking about?
I know which one he's talking
And
about.
then I realized it was the logo. Okay.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
Fan Four Stick.
that's actually the way people differentiate the newest live action one compared to the 2000s one.
Yeah, the
Yep.
better one.
Yeah, the better
Yeah, the
one.
objectively better one.
Exactly. Oh god, I love that one. And the Silver Surfer one, I remember that when it came out because I was also working in the movie theaters, but I
I'm
got to
so
watch it for
excited for
free.
it.
It was so good.
Nice.
I really enjoyed it.
Then they
So
went and rebooted it.
yeah, the reboot was just oh
Awful.
god, it was
I
so
liked
bad.
the actors they had for the reboot.
Yeah, the
Yeah,
actors
I
were
mean
fine. It's just the
the
script was awful.
story was bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I liked the actors. I feel bad that they got shafted like that.
I
I
agree.
will say though. Well, I mean, a lot of them went on to do bigger. Like Miles Teller and Michael B. Jordan went on to do
Who?
better, bigger things. Okay, Miles Teller, the guy who played Mr. Fantastic in that
Who?
reboot.
What else did
Michael
Miles
Jordan
Teller do?
from Space Jam.
Who?
Never mind. Anyway,
There.
I swear to God.
Okay, he
You
to
know what
be
I hate,
fair,
Rabbit?
I just didn't
No, no.
remember which role he played or like who
Real quick, Rabbit. You
who
know
that
what I hate
was.
about that? There now.
There.
Christy is
What?
doing that shit. She's like, it's like an IRL thing now. Like whenever like something happened and it makes me upset. Like when I got
She
sick today, because we
pats
were
your
actually gonna go.
back.
No, she pats my head and she's like, there. What the fuck? Like today,
You
like
know.
because she got sick and I actually got sick last night and I'm a lot better now, but like I had to cancel because I had scheduled a Cybertruck demo today with Tesla to go test drive the Cybertruck.
Oh right, I
And
forgot you
yeah, I like the
huh,
stuff. Anyway, I was supposed to test drive it today, but then I got sick and I'm like, I don't want to test drive it if I'm gonna get people sick, right? So I canceled it. And then I was like, man, that sucks. And she's like, there. And she starts patting my head and I'm like, get the heck off of me. Fuck.
I would
Ever
love for someone to do that for me.
shut
that
the
would be
fuck up,
phenomenal.
Rabbit. Shut up, both of you. It's not. She does it, but
Yeah.
no, Rabbit. She does it ironically. She does it because you do
That's
it.
even better.
She does it to piss me off.
Okay, what's your point? Now you pissed off instead of sad.
You know,
That's
that's
true.
a good
That's a
point.
good point. That's a good point. Yeah, it's a fair point. I didn't think of it that way.
And
No, but
being
anyway,
pissed off wears away much easier than being sad.
what was I saying?
Not
Yeah,
being
so
pissed on though.
back, that's a joke my friend Eddie used to say. He's like, it's better to be pissed off than pissed on. And I
No,
hated
that's
that
something
joke.
I say kind of occasionally
Oh, really?
too. Yeah.
Okay.
Because
I
Same sense of
I
humor.
do it in type in text and specifically mess it up.
Oh, I get you. I get you. I mean, if you're into that, Zoom, that's your prerogative. Anyway, um, back to the Fantastic Four
I
talk.
specifically mess it up.
I get it, Zoom.
I
But
know.
anyway,
I just wanted to type it too to draw your attention back to the creature above it. You know.
the creature above it. But the new Fantastic Four, like we've all seen the trailer, right? For the new one?
Nope.
Zoom? Okay, Zoom, you haven't. Rabbit, have you
I
seen it?
do not consume trailers for films anymore intentionally.
All right.
Though I
didn't
did consume a trailer for one recently that I actually am excited for.
Okay, so what I was gonna say is for trailers for movies, normally I don't get those anymore because I don't watch
Yeah.
TV, and
Exactly.
every service I use, I make sure to not have advertisements displaying on it. So I got like the Twitch Turbo and the YouTube Premium. But I will say, after hearing about who the actor was for Mr. Fantastic and
Yeah.
curious as to who that person is, I went to look at the
Yeah.
trailer. So I did watch that trailer specifically, but I went out of my way to do it. So yes, I saw the trailer.
Okay. My only whenever they announced who they were casting for the Fantastic Four, my only real complaint out of the cast is actually Pedro Pascal, the guy who's playing Mr. Fantastic. Why did they hire this Latin American person to play a more or less predominantly Caucasian male? That's the part I don't understand.
So
I have
the
no idea
way
who
I
any of
see
these
it,
people are.
Mr.
so
Fantastic?
I mean, this is why I went to watch the trailer just to see what the big deal was. And when I looked at it, I thought he looked like a really good Mr. Fantastic. In all
I was gonna say
honesty,
Pedro Pascal is the only name I recognize from this cast list.
Well, okay, yeah, Pedro Pascal's been on a lot of good things, but like he again, like I had no discern or no distaste to the guy. He's a great actor. I love him and everything he's done. Favorite is Mandalorian. But I don't know, like it doesn't make sense to me because, and again, I could be very limited on my knowledge of Mr. Fantastic. I wasn't really big in the comics of Fantastic Four, so I could be very limited. I'm sure there's a version of him where he has Latino heritage in some universe or whatever in the comics, but
uh-huh.
it just to me, like when you see Mr. Fantastic, right?
Yeah.
You see a white guy, just straight up a white guy. Reed Richards is a Caucasian male. In particular,
In
I
majority
loved,
of his iterations, yes.
yeah, the majority of iterations, yeah, the one that's most commonly known in pop culture. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
I really did like John Krasinski's take on it, even though it was a one-off situation, which they confirmed later, which really made me sad.
I
I
actually
felt
just
as
like him
though,
as an actor for the most part. I like
oh,
things
me
he's
too.
in.
I love John Krasinski. He's amazing. He's a fucking funny guy, really cool dude.
I'm
From what
glad
I've
he
heard,
escaped the shit show that was The Office.
I liked him in The Office. What the
Yeah.
Well, yeah,
heck?
I liked him in The Office. I'm saying The Office itself was a shit show.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, I
It
agree
has
with
a
that.
cult following because it. I think it has a following because it's along the lines of it's so bad it's funny.
Yeah, yeah.
Like rather
I
than actually just being outright funny.
Yeah, yeah. No, I agree with that. But no, John Krasinski did wonderful in that, and and everything else he's done great. But I was kind of expecting to kind of have them follow that same a trope, right? With John Krasinski, or find someone that looks a lot like him, or that because I think John Krasinski like really embodied Reed Richards. I think the way he looked, the way his mannerisms, the way he talked. Um, that was actually an amazing cast type. And then, but there was a reason why a lot of people wanted him to do it because they saw him as Reed Richards, and that's as we saw. He was. I honestly thought he was spot on for Reed Richards, or at least an older, more veteran Reed Richards, right? Because
He felt right.
yeah, exactly.
I agree.
And I don't know. It's just like again, I'm gonna give Pedro Pascal the opportunity to prove because I mean, Marvel has done really well with casting. I don't know. It's funny because it's me as a Latino as myself. I don't know. I never would ever expect to see a Latino Reed Richards, nor would I
I
want
mean,
one
I
down the
mean,
line.
I'm
by
gonna
the
be honest
same,
here.
oh, yeah.
From my perspective, I don't give a shit. I do not give a
Yeah,
shit.
that's fair.
He could be being played by Michael Jordan. Like it does not matter to me so long as at the end of the day the video, the movie itself is good, the acting is good, the job is well done.
Yeah, yeah,
Because I don't care when it comes to fiction characters. If it's a historical movie, even historical fiction, at least keep some sanctity
Martin
to
Luther
it. Like
King played as by
Kingdom
Nicolas
Come,
Cage.
Deliverance 2, baby. They fucked one thing up and it bothers me a little bit.
But what'd they do with that? I didn't hear about that.
Is it Musa? One of the characters
Asa?
basically shouldn't exist, like where he's at. Um, Historically speaking.
Oh, okay,
Uh,
okay.
And it's for the most part, it really doesn't matter. I don't care that much, but he's just
It's out of
the
place, basically.
statistics of him being there and being alive and being fine is basically zero.
Yeah, yeah, I get you. Like
Like so
historically,
close to zero that it's zero.
yeah, yeah,
But again, it's historical fiction, so I'm not that upset about it.
yeah, yeah. It's not that big of a deal.
But like, had it been something that was kind of a not documentary, but documentary, like had it been something like Oppenheimer, and then we had aliens working on the nukes, kind of deal. It's like, okay, we've strayed away from history way too far.
Einstein was an alien this whole time.
I didn't
I mean,
realize
have
it
you
was
seen that
science
punch?
fiction.
Yeah,
Anyway, Rabbit,
but
what were we
I
gonna
don't
say?
care beyond that.
Okay.
Yeah,
What were you gonna say, Rabbit?
I'm in a similar boat with some because it's just like by the same logic, then the Fan Four Stick movie would have been very would have been kind of bad casting because Johnny Storm, the brother of Sue Storm, is they're not supposed to be two separate races altogether. They're supposed to be biologically the
I kind of forgot about that.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. They're
Yeah.
supposed to be biologically with the same two parents, not siblings, which isn't bad that they did that because I kind of view those kinds of things as well. There is a multiverse kind of situation, so there is a chance that that is the case for those characters, and that type of story could still work.
Yeah.
Fan
No, I
Four
can.
Sticks issue is that the story was just bad.
Yeah, no,
The script
But
was just
yeah.
awful. But no, again, like I'm not a stickler with that kind of stuff usually, but uh for me, like I guess a good example for me would be Johnny Blaze, right? Ghost Rider. That's a character that I love near and dear to my
Who?
heart. Grew up reading all the comics. Ghost Rider, you fucker.
No,
Nicholas
actually, who?
Johnny
Cage.
Blaze.
I know next to nothing of Ghost Rider.
Oh, okay. So
I've
Oh,
Johnny
heard the name
Blaze,
basically.
Johnny Blaze is the person, the human that becomes Ghost Rider, the
Ah,
original Ghost Rider.
okay, okay.
But so yeah, that's the first one everyone knows, or typically everyone should know. But in every iteration, or at least from what
He's
I
calling me
understand, he
atypical.
shut the fuck up. In every iteration, though, he's a Caucasian male, right? And what I liked about the Ghost Rider series, though, is when they wanted to introduce a different race person or a different race, they made a new character. Robbie Reyes is a good example. Latino, Hispanic. He was another iteration of Ghost Rider, although he wasn't the Spirit of Vengeance. He was a different version of it. That's a cool thing to do. I don't know. For me, like messing up or fluffing with the source material, just kind of, at least for me, as a huge fan of the character and a guy who is like I said has really taken the character as something that they care about. If they were to do something like that with Ghost Rider or Johnny Blaze, it would turn me off, like from
That
wanting to watch the movie, just because it deviates from what I'm used to. I guess.
that's
I
kind
know.
of something that caught my attention with the whole Into the Spider-Verse series.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
Is just suddenly to me, I have no experience with the comic, and I was just like, oh, there's a different character for Spider-Man that is Spider-Man, but is just
Yeah.
straight up not Peter Parker. Because all I had known up until the first Spider-Verse movie came out was Peter Parker as Spider-Man.
Yeah.
And I was like, I really liked that aspect of the comics too. Apparently, that they were just like, we
Different
wanted different
people.
person to be Spider-Man, so we made a different person, and he's not Peter.
And with
Yeah,
that, with that
so
one
many-
specifically, I like what they did with it. They didn't just go, "Oh, yeah, what if it's actually just Peter Parker, but a completely different race?" It's like,
Yeah,
no,
well,
no, no, no.
that's-
This is
what
the
I'm saying. Yeah.
successor
a different
of Peter
person.
Parker.
Yeah,
A different
exactly.
person
Yeah,
altogether,
there's
and I love that.
there's
Yeah.
different people like Ben Riley for Scarlet Spider, Miguel O'Hara, 2099 Spider-Man.
Even
and
fucking
there's,
Spider-Gwen, because I did know
Spider-Gwen,
Spider-Gwen.
yeah.
Like,
Spider-Gwen.
I knew
Spider-Gwen.
she existed.
uh,
Ghost Spider, if you want to call her. I don't
Madam
know.
Web is technically Spider-Man.
Yeah.
Dude, I forgot that movie came out. I'm gonna be
Okay,
honest.
Okay, I'm not talking about the
never
movie. I'm
watched it.
talking about the actual character.
I am just saying, I forgot that movie came out. And I keep
Legit.
hearing about it in the last week for some reason.
The only reason to watch that movie is Sydney Sweeney. That's the only
Literally
reason.
who?
Christy looked at me when I said that.
I don't know either. So
I don't know who's Sydney Sweeney. Okay,
Why would I know this?
all right.
okay,
Never mind.
I am
Is
not
George the Gooner
very-
here? Is this gooning
All
material?
I'm gonna
I'm
say is a very
not-
attractive blonde
It's
girl.
gooning material.
That's all it is. Yeah,
He's a
Oh,
basically.
gooner.
okay.
Basically, yeah.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm not very well versed with celebrity names unless they're like
Yeah, neither am I.
unless they're like
That's-
I'm
really
not-
big that they're stated like everywhere, like Jim Carrey or
That's why I didn't know who, what
Sonic
was it,
3 was
Miles
amazing.
Travis or something was?
Miles Teller.
Yeah, that. I didn't know
Yeah,
what
I
his...
didn't-
I didn't know his name. I knew his face.
He was in Whiplash. Great movie too.
Never seen it. Don't know what that
What's
is.
Whiplash.
On my remember that joke I was doing to you, Rabbit? Not quite my tempo, or
Oh, that one. Too fast,
yeah,
too
that
slow,
one.
or something like that.
yeah,
What?
rushing or dragging.
That was it.
That's where it's from. Yeah, the guy who played J. Jonah Jameson from the original Spider-Man, he's the conductor for that movie. Miles Teller is the student who's also the main character in that movie. So yeah,
Oh
I'm
God,
sorry.
I can't remember the name off the top of my head. That was
J.K. Simmons.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew if I heard the name, it
I
would
love
click.
J.K. Simmons. I knew it started with J. That's all I could remember, sadly.
Yes,
Because I was
Yeah.
just thinking of Ketherick Thorne.
The sad part is
Oh
because
yeah,
I
he is
knew
Ketherick Thorne.
the sad
Yeah.
part is because I knew it started with a J, and the fact that he plays J. Jonah
J.
Jameson.
Yeah, no,
Jonah
that's all I could think of.
That's all I could think of.
That's why I say J. Jonah Jameson, because everyone knows that he plays that character, right? Not
That's
everyone
completely
knows
fair.
his name is J.K. Simmons. So, but yeah, that's why I say J. Jonah Jameson.
That's
Yeah,
fair.
yeah. Yeah, J.K.
But,
Simmons is a really good actor. I really like his.
Oh, yeah,
performances and
100%.
things.
Yeah, no, he does well. He does well.
He doesn't he play that the main Omni Man in Invincible?
Yes.
I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Okay.
I
voice-
I
never
still need to
watched it.
watch that at some point.
Me too, soon. Jug keeps telling me it's a great show. I need to, and Pat too. So I need to actually watch
I'm
it.
pretty sure
Yeah,
Mud
that
would also
and-
say the same.
What was
Yeah.
that other series that they keep talking about? Something about the boys, I think it was.
The Boys?
Yeah, the boys. Yeah, the boys.
Yeah, never
that-
seen this single.
The
thing about it.
Boys was solid.
Yeah, I was about to say that. Yeah,
It's not so much
Was.
anymore.
it's the latest season was very.
Seth Rogen ruins everything he touches. Not that he waited to touch it. He was touching it from the early game, but
I feel like he had more creative freedom than the last season.
yeah,
I'm not-
and it got
not-
bad.
Yeah, it did. It really did.
Like,
I
listen,
agree with Sumi.
my
I agree with
hatred for Seth Rogen is well founded.
It's true. We have it documented here.
multiple times, multiple counts of documentation that some does not like Seth Rogen.
Listen, again, I will say he might be an all right person. He might be an all right person. As a creative, I despise his work.
Yeah, fair is fair. You don't have to like everything.
And I'm sure he's got a diamond in there somewhere. Might even be on a wedding band, soon to be on my finger. Anyway, this is a call out. Marry me, Seth Rogen.
God damn it.
I'm trying to remember what, because I think there was one that I really like, but I don't remember if it was him or not. No, I don't.
honestly
It
couldn't
wasn't
tell.
him. It wasn't him. It was
What was
Will
it?
Ferrell that I'm thinking. Lego
was it?
movie.
Like, yeah, I like
Oh
Will
yeah,
Ferrell.
Lego movie.
Seth Rogen
alright.
and Will Ferrell, for whatever reason,
I
they
get
kind of
that.
get interchanged.
Seth
in my
Rogen
head.
is Will Ferrell with a beard.
Really, I get John C. Riley and Will Ferrell mixed up.
I don't know
together.
who John C. Riley is.
Step
Yeah,
Brothers.
Yeah,
That's
I never
also fair because
watched that.
that's
But he's
that's
also
Will
not
Ferrell
very.
with a little bit curlier hair.
Yeah, but John C. Riley is also not as popular, I would say, as Will Ferrell. So a lot of people don't really know John C. Riley.
I
If
wouldn't
anything,
know his
they'll
name, like I
confuse
said, but
John C. Riley with Will Ferrell, not the other way around.
Well, that's
Oh,
what
he
I
was from
saying,
Star
like, yeah.
Trek.
He's also
What?
Oh, I remember him. He was one of the prominent engineers in Star
Yeah.
Trek. I didn't know
He's
the
also-
actor's name.
He's also in Guardians of the Galaxy.
I did
The first
not
one.
know he was in Star Trek.
I think in the newer movies, not the older ones.
Yeah, I personally liked Talladega Nights with him.
I'm-
He did very well in Talladega
Shake and bake.
Nights.
I'm
Shake
talking
and
about like
bake.
the TV series. I'm trying to remember which one.
If you're not first, you're last.
Yeah.
Love Talladega Nights. Great.
Yeah, no,
movie.
I do like John C. Riley. I would never have known his name.
Again, a lot of people don't really know his name either. He's not.
I don't know
again, he's-
anybody's name, man.
I know.
I can look at an actor and be like, I really like that guy. I have no idea what his name is. Like,
But it's more common though than you think, Sum, that people don't know a lot of actors' names. So because
I know. I'm not
not that-
saying it's not uncommon.
No, I know.
But
that.
I
I'm
grew
just
up in a
saying, like,
family where everybody knew every actor they liked's name.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. No, I'm with some on that one. It's like I talk to some people that they're just like, oh yeah, this actor. Oh yeah, that actor. And I'm just going, literally who?
Huh? Like, I
And-
really like the lead actor in Arrested Development. I have no idea what his name is.
Exactly. No, I like the
I have
characters
never,
more than the actor.
I have never seen that man miss because I will watch something because an actor is in it. I won't go to the theater for it necessarily, but I will watch it because an actor's in it. But I don't know the names, so I have to see it. I made my
Yeah.
mother watch the Detective Pikachu movie because Ryan Reynolds was in it. Smile.
Ryan Reynolds.
Look, Detective Pikachu was
That was
really
actually a good movie.
Yeah.
I'm glad that the direction of video game movies has been moving in the way it has been. Because
Sonic baby.
well, just like with comic book movies, it started off as quite literally a joke to Hollywood because they're going, yeah, this is just going to be for kids. We're not going to be making much money. So just dumb it down for kids and it's fine. And then the people that are big fans of it, the adults that are fans of those series, are just like, I'll take what I can get. No one's been doing anything about it. And then they see, oh, well, it's making a lot of money. So then
Yeah.
they start making more and more, and now we're at the stage where comic book movies are kind of but nostalgia factor makes people buy it, or sunk cost fallacy because the story's been going on for so long in the movies. It's like, oh, I have to keep up with it now.
I have to watch the next one.
Yeah, I mean, if
That
I'm
end
not
credit
keeping
scene
up
got me
with it,
hooked.
exactly. If I'm not keeping up with it, then how will I actually be able to talk about it in the future?
Yeah, Multiverse of Madness, perfect that credit scene.
I forgot it had one. I'm not gonna lie.
I
The
bring that up
movie of
purposely because it's making
Multiverse
Rabbit
of
mad.
the movie of Multiverse of Madness. If I had to do a 1 to 10 scale like any gaming score thing does, I'd probably give it a 6 out of 10.
I'd give it a 5 out of 7 perfect score.
Perfect.
Dude,
Rabbit just
that
has
meme
beef with
lives
Multiverse of
freely in
Madness.
my head.
5 out of 7 perfect score.
Yeah.
I don't know the
I
meme.
saw it like once. I forget
7
what
out of
it was
10.
about,
Too much
but
water.
I saw it around the same time as the Too Much Water one.
That was IGN, right? For the Too Much Water.
I think that was IGN, yeah.
Yeah,
7 out
probably
of 10
was.
Too Much Water.
Stupid freaking game reviewers. Anyway, what were we talking about? Oh yeah, that's right. The fantastic stuff. Again, I don't. It's not an issue like that big. Like kind of like what Soom mentioned too. Like this kind of it caught me off guard and it bothered me. But
Which is
again,
totally
like
fair.
I'm gonna
Yeah.
give Pedro Pascal because he is a great actor. I love him in almost everything he's done. I'm gonna give it a shot because I like Fantastic Four. We're finally gonna get an MCU version where we can actually get them to be part of the MCU. And a lot of people are saying like since the movie part of the title is called First Steps, a lot of people are thinking like they're part of like this other universe, and then they're gonna be just thrown into the now the acclaimed 616 universe, the main
And I just
timeline.
It
hate
is. It for
the
sure is
design of the thing.
part. Well, it is for sure a separate universe currently, just because of the way the world is built. Unless they're from the future with a 60s outlook on the future kind of
No,
aesthetic, it
I
has
think
to
they
be a separate universe.
no,
And
I
then
think they
their
confirmed it's
worlds
gonna be in the past. It's gonna be in the past,
in the
apparently. In the past of
that
their universe. Of their universe.
okay. I was about to say it still would be a separate universe.
Yeah, but it's in canonically like the 60s of another universe because that's when they're going to take place. But I guess I don't know what you would call that though. Future, past, whatever. But yeah,
I would call it a separate universe.
yeah,
Because the idea is more they're gonna be fighting Galactus. So my thought is, and this is complete speculation, they're gonna lose against Galactus. But in the loss against Galactus, they're going to be flung into the main canon of the MCU. So they are gonna survive against Galactus, but their world's gonna be devoured. That's what I think is gonna happen.
yeah. I think I agree. I think Galactus is going to swallow up that gobble gobble up that planet. and then they're gonna be, I don't know, like maybe because in the trailer apparently there's people that found that Reed was working on like a wormhole machine or whatever, which he
Mhm.
does make in the comics that does traverse between universes. And then I think what they're gonna do is they're gonna have a choice, right before the whole world they fail to protect. Are they gonna be like, are we gonna try and stay and fight even though we know we're gonna lose, or are we just gonna be forced into this other universe to warn them because Galactus can come,
Or they're
and that's
gonna
probably what's gonna happen. So
There's a third option, and it's a
what's
combination of the
up?
two. They're gonna stay and fight, but during the fight, it's going to cause them to get flung into the other universe, so they're forcefully thrown into the other universe.
Oh,
An-
yeah, it could be that. Yeah.
Another theory that I heard because it was saying because of the words first steps, Mr. Fantastic and Sue Storm are canonically they get married. So Sue Storm could actually be Sue Fantastic in this movie as well. And the first steps could be that they have their children already, and it could be a
I
beginning for
think
their
it's the
family.
first steps in that it's just their first movie
It could be.
in
I mean,
a
it's
series
all
of
double
three.
entendre stuff. I mean, it's a theory of sorts because of
And
wordplay.
and let me finish it up. This is their first steps onto the big screen again, you know? Go fuck yourself. There's your
Again.
double meaning. It's their first foray into the world.
First
Dude, I
steps
can't
into a
stop
new
thinking about the
dimension.
thing's eyebrow. I can't stop thinking about his eyebrow. It's so bad.
Whose eyebrow?
The eyebrow.
The thing? The
Oh, the
thing?
thing's eyebrow.
Here's the thing with an eyebrow.
I hate it. It's so bad.
I like how the
What?
fact that the first vision or the first scene that we see with him, he's cooking with the
Yeah.
with what's his name? Fuck, I
I
forgot the robot's name. Sherby?
wait.
I don't know.
Clarence?
Herbie. Yeah.
Herbie. There you go.
Wait. You don't
What was
like
that, Rabbit?
the eyebrows of the new
I don't like his
thing?
unibrow, no.
I mean,
What's wrong with unibrows?
that's kind of his
It-
iconic look.
Okay, so it just okay.
It's more accurate
It's too
compared to
much.
most others.
Yeah, it's too much of unibrow is the problem. Not that he has unibrow, it's too much unibrow.
Yeah,
Brody,
that's
that's funny.
actually
I-
his design.
I am aware of the thing's design. Do not get me wrong. It's too much unibrow.
I will say previous versions of the thing had too little eyebrow, leading into that weird uncanny valley.
That's funny. I mean, I don't see an issue with it, but I mean, you have every right to have an issue with his eyebrow, unibrow, whatever the
Oh,
fuck
of
you want to call
course.
it. But it's like,
Aesthetic is subjective.
yeah. I think though that they did a really good job in his design with the thing this time around. I mean, again, the
At,
first one was pretty good because that was practical effects. Second one was all CGI. I think it was. I could be
at
wrong
least
on that,
it's
but I know the
better
first one was
than like his
practical.
first iteration.
Oh!
No, the first one I
Oh!
liked it. It was
When did the
practical.
Mario movie get brought up?
Hey George, look at the chat. That's the first iteration.
Let me see. Oh wait, that one. My fault.
I still stand by it's too much eyebrow.
That's fine.
Never mind. I was talking about the 2000s movie, with
Oh, yeah,
Chris
yeah.
Evans and all that.
I assumed that's what you were talking about.
Yeah,
I
that one
assumed
I
that's what
liked.
you were talking about too. I like that one too.
This one though, oh, what the hotter?
This is the one before the 2000s one.
Yeah, this is before they actually knew what the fuck they were doing.
Here, let me give you a picture I've seen where it's all four of the versions of the thing.
Yeah, see, the second iteration was really good. Third one was
The third one,
bodybuilder.
yeah, no.
Yeah.
Actually, you
Bodybuilder
gotta
with
understand, I
steroids.
actually blocked out how the third one looked entirely.
Yeah.
Wasn't he like without pants too? They made him like completely naked or some shit.
Yeah, they did.
Remember that?
They had him
I
walk
remember that.
around with no clothes.
Whatever fucking reason. But the fourth, again, like if you look at the new one, right? It looks very comic accurate, which I like.
The new one, yes,
It's fair.
it's very comic accurate. The only thing I scratch my head at is the fact that he is wearing a shirt. I've
Yeah.
rarely, if never, seen the Thing wearing a shirt outside of I must disguise myself, so here is a trench coat.
Yeah.
Sexual
That might be
equality.
a new thing. Sexually, get out of here. Shut the fuck up soon. That might be something that they start out with Rabbit, but they probably will take it off like midway through the movie, when he's
Maybe.
fighting or whatever, and then might just keep it that way, But
I mean,
I don't
I'd
know.
be
But yeah,
perfectly
I agree
fine if
with you
they
though.
keep that. It's just it's different.
Different. Yeah,
It
yeah.
is
I get
different.
what you mean. Yeah,
He's more
100%.
civilized.
He's
Yes,
more civilized.
He's from a more civilized time.
a more civilized universe. That's why he critiques the cooking. He's very
Yeah.
civilized.
I still think it's just a bit too tall of an eyebrow.
Fair.
Just a smidgen. Just a smidgen too tall.
Like here, let me give another example of a smidgen too tall here. So this is comic book version on the right.
Yeah.
Version. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So what I mean by a smidgen too tall, I just want to be very clear here. I don't mean it's too tall as in height wise. I mean it doesn't taper off at the top. Most of the comic books, not all, it tapers a little bit at the top. It's not just unk on top. It has kind of that slow, like a slope to it.
I think I get what you're saying. I think I do.
It just looks like they took an additional rock and stuck it to his face.
Yeah, I think that is what they did. They just kind of brung out his brow for sure.
Yeah,
Made
so
him
too
more
tall was the
Neanderthal.
incorrect word. But I am aware that it is like the correct amount of space being taken.
Which, yeah, yeah.
It looks bad to me.
Fair. That's fair.
Anyway, what was the topic for the day?
Well, it looks like it was about comic books and entertainment.
Again, we're back here. I want to know what George's idea was, though. What was his topic, though? What was his actual topic?
He had no idea. Don't you remember him saying that
He said he
forgot
was
what
going
it
to come up with one.
Yeah,
But
and we
first he
started
was going to talk
talking.
about his week, and this was him talking about his week.
And now we're done with the episode.
Yeah, and I want to know what his topic was.
I think he left.
I think
I'm
he
right
left
here.
too. I don't. Then why have you been so
Why are you
silent? He
responding?
left. He
I left
he
for like a
left.
minute, then I came back at the end of all the conversation, so I was hearing most of that.
That's
Why don't you go put away some drinks?
Ah, okay.
And also turn the AC on because it's a little warm in here. Anyway, no, I don't know. Like, I think the thing is probably, if I'm going to be kind of upfront with it, I think the best iteration is the one that we're about to see that hasn't come out yet.
Oh yeah, no,
Just
I
off
will
looks
agree with
alone.
that.
Just off looks alone so far. But again, like we haven't seen the thing in action. We haven't seen like him, how his personality is, and all that other shit. That's not be a huge role or a huge like aspect of that.
There's one thing, and that I would like the Thing to say in the movie, and
Here's
it'll
the
be
thing.
perfect to me. Yes, exactly. He needs to say it's clobbering time at least once.
It's clobbering time.
He has to. He has.
Yeah, he does.
To.
It's like with Luke Cage in his series when he said "Sweet Christmas." That was like the most coming of age thing I've ever seen. It was amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing,
but yeah, no, I agree with you, Rabbit. The Thing needs to say it's clobbering time.
Yeah.
It's like having the Hulk without the Hulk saying Hulk smash.
Yeah, exactly. Hulk smash.
Mm-hmm.
Also, what's it called? Who else has a fucking catchphrase? Shit, I fucking had it in my head, but
He doesn't know any other. Anyway, you gonna answer my question?
What was your question? Sorry.
What was the topic for the day?
Just yapping. To be quite honest, we did it, so I'm happy.
We talked about entertainment and movies and things like that.
Again.
Again.
I will say this. It might spoil it, might not. I don't care. but in the new Captain America movie, um, armed and dangerous. That is all.
It was
Oh.
cobbled time.
No, it was again.
It was cobbled together.
It's
It's
cobbling
clobbering time.
Yeah, it's cobbling.
And then he cobbled all over the place. That's my favorite thing about the thing.
I'm cobbling.
It's cobbling time. And then he proceeded to cobble all over the place. I'm really interested how Johnny Storm's going to be in this movie too, because
Yeah,
I think Michael B. Jordan did for as well as the script was. I think he did all right with the character. What's his name? Chris Evans was really good. I think as Johnny Storm. Um, my only ask is that he be a bit more, no pun intended, a little bit more hot headed, because Johnny Storm's not a character to think things thoroughly. He's more of a guy to react rather than to assess. I
Yeah.
want him to be more of a loose cannon. It's more, and again, it could be a different iteration. I don't know. I don't know what they're planning on doing, but
You're
from
a
what I
different
understand,
iteration.
he's kind of like a loose cannon, right? Whenever things happen, he wants to go out and punch somebody or beat up somebody to fix it, rather than Rich Reed's would be like, no, we got to take a step back, got to analyze and think about things. While Storm is like, nah, fuck that, douche, 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 flame on, and go beat up people. I want more
Yeah.
of that.
So
But
the
yeah.
only thing that I can think of that they might not do that with is the fact that the Fantastic Four has kind of been established in the movie setting at the time. Like they're already famous. So there's been a lot of character development time before the movie starts,
Yeah.
So there's a chance that might not be the case, though it'd be disappointing. And that's the only explanation that I could see that Johnny Storm not being such a hothead would be.
Yeah, he could experience something pretty traumatic where it makes him not be that way. Kind of like we were
Like
just
later
talking
on in
about
the
this.
comic books, where he actually mellows out a bit because he has to learn to control his temper.
Well, yeah, that and like
Wow. Character
well,
development.
Off screen, what?
that's
Honestly,
illegal.
just character development at all is
It's stupid.
Yeah.
It's dumb. Stupid and it's dumb.
no.
No, I'm
I
just
just
kidding.
mean Marvel movies lack that a lot of the time.
Well, so the reason why they do that is, look, for a good example, Spider-Man, right? We've already seen Spider-Man lose Uncle Ben twice already. We don't need to see that shit again, right?
Okay,
And
so we talked about this. We talked about this with Batman.
no, I know. Yeah,
when
exactly.
it is a reboot, it is not required, but it should be inspired. It should be mentioned. It should be acknowledged. It doesn't necessarily need to happen on screen when it's a third time rebooting.
Well, Spider-Man, they did mention, well, in Civil War technically, but they like when Tony first goes to meet Spider-Man for the first time, he mentions it. He's like,
well, that's my point.
Yeah, he mentioned it, but we don't have to see
well.
it. But yeah,
they did well.
Problem
yeah, they
is
did.
the great power with great responsibility didn't get fully established for that one until Aunt May in the third one.
That's what really pissed me off about that. It's like, why did she die? Like, I mean, yes, there are iterations where she dies, right? But she isn't the one to say the line to Peter. It's Uncle Ben. It's always been Uncle Ben.
I have a feeling I know why she had to die in the third movie. Yes, spoilers for a movie that's been out for a few years.
I haven't seen it yet. Stop.
Fuck you, Sim. Anyway, go Rabbit.
I haven't seen it yet. Please do not.
Okay. Well, fine. You know what? I'll stop.
No, fuck
You
Sim.
already
Rabbit,
spoiled
continue.
that she died. Like, goddamn.
Rabbit, I am the host. I overrule him, so go.
The ending of the story is the big reason why, because otherwise it would make no sense.
Oh, you mean Spider-Man being erased from everybody's minds? Yeah.
Yeah, that one. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because it's like, oh yeah, why not? Well, Spider-Man's not erased. Peter Parker's erased.
Peter Parker is erased. Yes, you're right. So, thank you for the correction.
If any of his family members are still around and Peter Parker's erased from everyone's existence, that would be a bit odd for how the person was living, because the person would
have a kid's bedroom in our house.
Yeah, exactly.
We don't have any kids. What the fuck?
But no, yeah, I see why they did it, but it's at the same time like back to the point of what Sum and I were talking about. We don't need to have it seen again. We don't need to see it again. We've already established the lore of the character, the backstory, character development, whatever. And I guess, and again, Spider-Man's a great example of this. Like, I'm so tired of seeing the same fucking villains over and over again. Give us something new. Give us Scorpion. Give us fucking an actual Rhino. I would like to see Mr. Negative, like different fucking villains that Spider-Man has faced throughout his career. Even Kingpin. I would love to see a Kingpin versus Spider-Man in a fucking live action.
Another
Chameleon
honest
would
reason
be
why
a
I was
cool
liking
one.
the multiverse.
Chameleon would be good too.
ones.
Yeah. Yeah, not the multiverse bullshit. Like I want like an established person in that universe.
Yeah, I'm just saying that's why I was liking the multiverse movies, because they are utilizing characters we haven't really seen in the live action.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just but what I'm really pissed off though, but it's not much part of Marvel, it's more Sony because they're stupid dumbasses. Like I was so hyped at the end of No Way Home, the post-credit scene where Venom was in the MCU, right?
Yes.
For the
Yeah.
Tom Hardy's Venom. And I was like
Mhm.
so excited and hyped to see them interact, only for it to just be, oh, they fucking teleport him back, but a tiny bit of the symbiote stays in the MCU. It's like, okay, like what?
Well,
the
that
what?
does
That-
allow a bridge gap between the two.
Well,
Yeah,
yeah,
it
Based
but
on how
allows
Venom
for
exists.
it allows for the
Yeah.
symbiote to exist in the 616 universe.
Which,
Right.
in
And I'm okay- and I'm cool with
essence, can give, what is it, Ed Hardy?
Tom
A
Hardy.
gap across due to the, I don't know his name.
He said Ed Hardy.
Is it Tom Hardy? Is it
Tom Hardy?
It's Tom. I thought Tom Hardy, but I was like, hey, Ed sounds right.
Ed
It gives
Hardy.
Ed Sheeran the chance to cross over to that universe via, what was it, the catalog or whatever bullshit in the newest films with the Venom. That
Yeah.
it basically allows him to, gives him an opportunity to still cross over as that Venom.
So yeah, yes, but I wanted it to be Tom Hardy's Venom to fight.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
Holland's
That
part.
is still an opportunity. That's still a possibility.
No, but what I mean is I want Tom Hardy, the actor, to reprise his role as Eddie Brock.
I
It's
think
still
you're
a
missing the point where I am
possibility.
saying that is still an opportunity that has not been missed.
Yeah, because
Well,
it could be that universe's version of whoever
Not even
that actor
that.
is, too.
Genuinely, not even that. The same Venom, he has been there. The symbiote is there via
Yeah.
some bullshit I don't remember the exact context of. Basically, the reason the symbiote needed to die in the latest film. There is the opportunity for him to connect to that cut off part of the symbiote still and still make a way over there. There is a whole theory on this bullshit that could still get Ed Sheeran from that universe into the
Ed
current
Sheeran.
one.
I will say I have not seen any of the Venom movies, so
I will say though, the Venom 3 movie might poke a hole in that theory soon.
The Venom 3 movie is what's giving that theory effect.
Well, I don't think. Well, Tom
From
Hardy
what we
has
know
said.
of it.
Well, the thing is, Tom Hardy has said in interviews that he's no longer playing the part. He will come back as the
Okay.
voice of Venom, but he's not going to play Eddie Brock again.
That's completely fair then. That is a different situation.
That's what I was saying. Like, I would love to have seen.
Yeah, that
Tom
is
Hardy-
a different situation.
Yeah, that's what I mean, right? Like at the end of the like when he was interviewed after when the movie came out, he said that I loved Venom, but it looks like we're ending it here, which means I don't want to reprise my role anymore. But if they wanted me to voice, because he voiced Venom, right? If they want me to voice it, he's like, I'd be down for that. But other than that, like reappearing live action, no, I don't want to do that anymore. So that's kind of what I was
Definitely
alluding to, and yeah, it's fine, but like it just sucks because
But to be fair,
the end of Venom
Jim
2
Carrey said the
and
same thing about Eggman.
well, Tom Hardy's not Jim Carrey. Get out of here. Jim Carrey
Yeah.
is a decorated actor. No,
Yeah,
no
but
shit
Tom
to
Hardy's hot.
Okay,
Tom Hardy,
all right.
Hardy, you know, Tom Hardy.
But no, it just really. But what I'm trying to like point out is that there was an opportunity when No Way Home came out, and I think there was actually a script where Venom was going to show up in that fight at the Statue of Liberty or whatever. He was going to show up with Tom Hardy as Venom, but they scrapped it and instead just kept the villains there just because they thought it was going to be too much too crowded. I think is what the term that they used.
I would
Possible.
agree that it would have been too. It was
It would have
pretty
been pretty
crowded
crowded.
as was.
Yeah, exactly, right. But then you would also have like if they would have included him, you'd also have to include like why he was there, who was he going after? Like you have to explain it, right? You couldn't just
Well,
you couldn't just shoehorn it in like with what they wanted to do, but it was a lot of other things that they I don't know what they were talking about, but again, there is a script version of Venom in the fight, but obviously we didn't see that. Obviously it didn't
Mhm.
happen.
it
But
was
that's what I was
specifically to
going for.
spite you.
No, for real, probably was. But I
Yeah.
would have loved to see that. I wanted to see that because
It would have been interesting to see Tobey Maguire Spider-Man react to Venom appearing again.
yeah. An
Because-
actual Venom.
Yeah, because it's like at the same time, he was the only one that really faced off against Venom, even if it was like 30 minutes
Topher
of
Grace.
the 3-hour movie. But
Topher Grace Venom was great. Shut up, Rabbit. Don't you hate on it.
I'm not hating on the Venom. I'm hating the fact that there wasn't enough of the Venom in the movie.
Ed Sheeran was the best Venom.
Brody, Topher Grace Venom was awful, bro. What are you talking about?
Well, it's because we didn't actually have enough time for them.
No, it wasn't even that. The design for Venom was fucking awful.
And looked
think-
like Venom to me.
I don't know what we're talking about
to be honest though, the design for Venom in Spider-Man 3, Tobey Maguire's movies, it reminded me a lot more of Carnage. I don't know why it did. But if you just color shade it red, it looked a lot like Carnage.
Was it
Venom is
really
more-
lanky? I was pretty sure it was pretty bulky.
No, he wasn't bulky at all because all they did was they put like a bodysuit over Topher Grace, and then that was the design. It wasn't all bulky like the Venom we saw with Tom Hardy's Venom or the traditional Venom,
Right.
right?
You mean Ed Sheeran?
It was very lean. Okay, yeah, Ed Sheeran. Anyway, what they did was with Topher Grace's one, it just literally put a bodysuit over him and CGI'd it, but didn't add any muscles, any no bulkiness whatsoever. It was as if you're wearing a fucking one of those what are those skin tight suits that are just one color? Those things. That's what it looked like. But the thing is, though, Carnage is a lot like that. He's a very lanky, skinny symbiote that attaches to people, but he is a very thin symbiote. Venom's a very bulky, buff, brawly fucking symbiote. That's why it
just
threw
look
me
at
off, and
Marvel
I'm
Rivals.
like, yeah, exactly. That's a great
Got
example.
double
Yeah,
kicked up on a Tuesday night.
yeah, 19 inches. Wait, my bad, 15 inches. But yeah, that's the Venom a lot of people know, and recognize. But with Topher Grace's one, it's like y'all could have gone the Carnage route, even though it wouldn't make much sense. But that would have been a perfect Carnage design, in my opinion, because it was
Yeah,
scary. It was eerie. It was because remember what that? Yeah, I don't know if you remember.
Yeah.
Remember when he gets him out of the symbiote and he's like a giant, gooey, deadly-looking, scary monster? That
Sure.
to me screams Carnage, like the screeching and the crying and all that other creepy shit. That to me just screams Carnage to me, rather than Venom. But I
And
think
that
what they
means
did with
nothing,
Tom
right?
Hardy's Venom was good.
Kind of reminded me of like Reptile from
This
Right,
means
yeah.
nothing to me.
Yeah, that too, Rabbit. Yeah, Reptile.
I'm checking out
Yeah.
of this conversation.
Well,
But
we
no,
probably
yeah,
should start calling it.
Yeah, we're getting close to the hour. But anyway,
Yeah, what
long
do you mean
story
close?
long story short, Topher Grace Venom sucks. Tom Hardy's Venom's cool. Sony sucks, and Captain America sucks. In the
Don't
movie.
woke me
Anyway,
up for this shit.
you're welcome. All right, guys, that's gonna be it for us. We have to pick. Oh wait, we're not picking.
No,
a
you
winner anymore.
don't.
Who's
We're
next?
going round robin. I'm next,
Rabbit.
apparently.
Rabbit's
fucked.
next. I made the executive decision that I don't get another turn ever. It's just
We're-
Rabbit and George.
We're
That's
going to be
crazy, Sim,
going
because-
from left to right for our turn order.
Yeah, exactly. Sim, that's crazy because this is a democratic vote, and me and Rabbit voted you after Rabbit. So
I'm
get
sorry,
fucked.
this was an executive order.
Yeah,
I'm
and
sorry,
I'm
we
the
don't do
executive
executive
here.
orders. Yeah, exactly.
No,
I'm gonna say-
I'm the executive here. I'm in charge of everything. Listen here. George does the editing. You mess with the thumbnails. I get ultimate power.
Especially the thumbnails.
Oh, what thumbnail? No, that's George.
I do
Nah,
all
it's
that.
Rabbit. Rabbit gets nothing then.
I
gets some
set
celery
up
on the
the
side.
channel.
Rabbit-
What are you talking
Rabbit's the-
about?
Yeah, Rabbit's the owner of the channel. What are you talking
There you
about?
go. Then I get ultimate power.
How does that work?
Listen, it is a splitting of the powers. You know,
Well,
You
split
get
two?
the editing power where you can make me out to be a fool. Rabbit gets the channel power where he can make me out to be a fool. I get the ultimate power where I can make myself out to be a fool.
All right,
Rabbit,
Shadow the
I think he
Sumbun.
likes Rabbit. I think he likes making out with himself. I don't know.
I think so too.
I like listening to myself talk, yes.
Yeah, I kind of figured that. Anyway, all right, guys, that'll be it for us. Thanks for joining us in our little yap session. My name is George City, joined by Somebunny and Rabbit Hat Plays. If you guys want to follow us, we all stream on Twitch. The links will be in the description and also on YouTube as well. Some of us do. If you want to check us out there,
Yeah, the
again,
cringe
links
ones.
in the description.
I'm
Anyway,
cringe.
we love you guys. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you guys next time. All right, everyone say bye.
Bye.
Oh, shit.
All right, later, guys.